Okay, hello everyone, this is Admir Cavalic from European Students of Liberty Conference in Belgrade. We have this special opportunity to speak with Marco Ricca. He's the first ethical hacker in Europe and one of the greatest libertarian fighters on the internet. First of all, Mr. Ricca, first impressions of this year's conference in Belgrade.
I'm very impressed by the ESF and the turnout. I mean, having 280 people on a Saturday to talk about political science, and so I understand it's a very attractive topic, liberty and individual rights, especially right now in the political climate of the world. But still, I'm very impressed by the speakers, by the turnout, by everything.
So we'll speak now about internet. How do you define internet? And most important, how can we use internet as a tool of promoting and keeping our personal liberties?
So the internet, as I define it in my presentation, is a distributed invention that decreases the cost of producing and distributing ideas. That's the best definition I could come up with. It's a free market of ideas that decreases the cost of producing these ideas and of exchanging these ideas. So it is very similar to the printing press or to writing in a sense. And this is the argument I'm using to assume that the internet will allow for a new era of individual freedom to come about. Now, on a very practical standpoint, it has become, thanks to the internet, possible to opt out from the system, to withdraw your consent peacefully, not for the greater good, for your own individual sake, thanks to the internet. So a lot of crimes have become impossible to prosecute, or the crimes of opinion. Information, which is now another word for number, has been impossible to regulate. Doesn't make sense. You make a certain number is illegal. What would happen to the square of that number? Would it also be illegal? It doesn't make any sense in the 21st century. Flow of goods is less easy to restrain and to suppress, and we see with all the marketplaces that are coming out on Silk Road, on Tor network like Silk Road, and its competitors. But obviously the ultimate goal of libertarians is separation of money and state, is to abolish the state monopoly over money. This is our generation's challenge. Our grandparents separated church and state. We need to separate money and state now, and the internet is facilitating this. Bitcoin is just one example, but it has become impossible to suppress the exchange of information between people, hence commercial activity, political ideas, etc. So it is really a disruptive technology.
And you mentioned money. Just to make a point, what do you think about future government threats to internet money, to alternative money, like for example Bitcoin and so on?
They have already cracked down on a number of initiatives like the Liberty Dollar, Liberty Reserve, e-gold, all because of money laundering allegations. And thus was born Bitcoin, because if you suppress an initiative, you suppress a journalist, you suppress an opinion, the next one would be even more resilient, even stronger. So Bitcoin is concretely impossible to suppress. There is no issuer, it is completely decentralized, it is very easy to launder. If the people freely elect it as a medium of exchange, it would be much more difficult to suppress than gold is, for example. Gold has to be stored, someone can be confiscated, you can encrypt your bitcoins, you can hide the fact that you have encrypted bitcoins. It's much more difficult, and unless we are ready to live in a North Korean type society, we have to accept, whether we like it or not, we have to accept the fact that controlling and regulating the free exchange of information is practically impossible. And that's a great thing for me. I think it's a great achievement, but some may disagree. Nevertheless, it is a fact.
I want to thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry for...
Thank you.
Thank you.